welcome to Defiance Illusion. If you didn't hear me before, my computer's been a little draggy today. Um, Wanted to talk about things real quick. One, it came over Facebook. I don't know how true it is. Everybody else has put it down. George Soros has been arrested and apprehended in Switzerland. How do you get arrested in Switzerland? I mean, I thought they was like the most peaceful country in the entire world. They don't even have handcuffs or guns there. But anyway, evidently he's been apprehended and by the authorities, and America has already put in under Donald Trump the extradition of George Soros to bring him to justice now. George Soros is a known Nazi supporter, anti-American, hates America, hates Americans, because he was a for real Hitler Youth, as was Angela Merkel, which is the leader of Germany. You would think they would have learned by now, but for some reason she's still in office. But hey, that's up to them. This Trump thing, I don't know how to feel about it because, quite honestly, his legal team says that they have found staggering numbers of illegal votes, which include illegal people in this country voting for Joe Biden, which is illegal. We all know that can't happen. Got to throw them away. They shouldn't have been allowed to vote to begin with. The people who was at the polls should be arrested. And there's people coming forward that work the polls that are saying that this is all a terrible, terrible farce against Trump. Which, for those of you who don't know what that word means, that means that this is a falsity and that the election has been thrown to favor Joe Biden. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not there. I do know that I saw something that was very disturbing today on Facebook, and that was a woman telling everybody to do things to people. And it's on Facebook. You can pull it up. And they're all news commentators that are making these threats. What we need to do, I mean, if there's 70 million of us, like they're saying, I mean, that's the presidency right there. I mean, that's far over what Joe Biden ever got anywhere. I mean, nationwide. The guy didn't even campaign. His campaign was based out of coffee shops and a Waffle House. And people were getting up with him walking in, they were even refusing to shake his hand, and they were leaving, and he was mouthing off to them like he was some kind of, I don't know, like he was a punk or something. I don't know. He's not my president. And nobody in his cabinet that he's chose would I follow or take an order from. Needless to say, I mean, this is becoming very absurd at this point. And they had a question on Poll King today. Now, if you don't know what Poll King is, it's a real poll. It's not put together by fictional stats that they want you to believe. Okay, this is a real poll. People actually vote on this Poll King. POLLKING. In case you want to check it out, download it, and be a part of it. It's called Poll King. And they asked a question. I never heard this question asked, but I'm assuming that Donald Trump cannot do this. And it asked, can Donald Trump pardon himself? It said, do you think Donald Trump will pardon himself? First off, Donald Trump is the sitting president. He cannot pardon himself. Now, what's going to be interesting to see is if Joe Biden does not pardon Donald Trump and gets in office, which I'm not so sure that's what anybody wants at this point, because there's people turning on Joe Biden right now because they're saying that the people at the polls are coming out left and right, and every single, I mean, like Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, and saying that this is being stolen. That what they're saying is not true on the news, which I don't believe any of the news centers at this point. I got to stand with our brother Sean Hannity on that one. And Rush Limbaugh, and by the way, you might want to keep him in your prayers. I was told that he's severely sick. For those of you that don't know that. But anyway, if Joe Biden was to take office, would he give President Trump a pardon? Yeah, because if he didn't, and 4 years down the road, Donald Trump Jr. runs, or Donald Trump runs again, I think that would be a first. One president to serve a term, skip a term, then serve another term. That would be different, but it could happen. It could easily happen. Or Donald Trump Jr. could run and win. And he's extremely popular. And a lot of people like the guy. I mean, a lot of people, and people would vote for him at this point because they're just pissed off at the way the system is and what it's just pulled on this president. And if Joe Biden did not pardon Donald Trump for whatever, Joe Biden's not going to get a pardon from junior or senior, whichever is the next president. Nor would Kamala Harris or any of the others, or anybody in the party. They're going to be seeking revenge. And at this point, with the way that certain people have acted, I cannot blame them at this point for thinking like that because of how shady, and I had an old friend that used to use that word a lot, shady bodega, shady. And this election's been pretty shady. Beetlejuice. There you go, Styles. But yeah, this election's been really, really, it's been questionable from the first state that he actually was. I even questioned Joe Biden winning California. They just gave it to Biden. You can't do that. They gave Arizona to Biden. They didn't even have a vote counted yet, and they gave it to Biden. The governor even spoke out about it. The poll people spoke out about it. Who is doing this? The very guy that's been arrested, that was on the run, that thought he was safe in Switzerland, George Soros. Voila. Donald Trump's the winner. You like it, you don't. Blow off, move to Canada, whatever. We're keeping Trump in office. George Soros owns all those voting machines, okay? He owns them all. And he's a Nazi. He's a known Nazi. Look him up. You want to know what not to do? Go read up the history of Germany for all you millennial people that don't read or write in cursive or know how to spell your name or read your name or do whatever in cursive, whatever. And I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying we need to severely look at our education in this country. And these teachers that are out here making rock star wages ought to be held accountable for what they've done. I have a niece that can't even write her name. She couldn't write her name in cursive or read or write cursive because they weren't teaching that. And they said they was not going to teach the kids that. So we taught her that. That's not supposed to happen. That's not what we pay for. That's not what we pay taxes for. Okay. So it's time to stop this. With that being said, just food for thought. Keep the peace. If you feel like you're going to do anything crazy, go talk to the police. That's their job. Go talk to a minister, a priest, a bishop, somebody. Don't lash out in anger. Don't hurt nobody. You have no right to do that. So God bless you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas. And I'll be starting in on some things that I'll be reading out on the stream here live. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. But it will be coming up. With that being said, you got the Gator standing Dayton strong. You have a right to your opinion. I have a right to mine. Now, hopefully you'll give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Subscribe. Tell your friends about us. We try to stay positive here. And that was very positive, in my opinion, to find out that George Soros, somebody who's been doing all these terrible things to all these people around the world, and especially here in America, has been finally arrested. And in all countries, Switzerland. Wow. I mean, think about it. That's almost impossible. But anyway, you guys have a blessed one. Stay Dayton strong. We love y'all. This is the Gator signing off. Peace.